Hello everyone, myself Purushotham, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, MLR. In this session, I am going to discuss about var-args concept. Okay, so this is the overview of this session. So first I will discuss what is a var-args, next syntax of the var-args, next sample examples I will discuss. So let's get started today's session now. So coming to the var-args, a var-args, variable arguments in Java, a method that takes a variable number of arguments, means a method can accept any number of arguments, and if you are passing the multiple arguments, the variable number of arguments is nothing but the var-args. Okay. So variable arguments in Java implies that the creation of method that need to take a variable number of arguments. Okay. So suppose assume I have a method like add method. Add method, I want to perform some operation. Okay. Now I want to call this add method here. So I want to perform, like, I am passing only two values and the add method must be in a position to perform operation. Okay. And I want to call one more add method, and next time I am passing what, three arguments. Now the three argument, the same method must be in a position to perform same operation. And I want to perform add method, and next time I am passing the four arguments. Okay, the same add method must be in a position to perform the same operation, and I want to perform add method, and I am passing five arguments, and the same add method must be in a position to perform the same operation. Now if you observe here I am passing the two arguments, and here I am passing three arguments, here I am passing four arguments, and here I am passing five arguments. If you observe here, the variables arguments are varying. Here I am passing 2, and here I am passing 3, here I am passing 4, here I am passing 5. Variable arguments are varying. Okay. So even though if the variable arguments are varying, your method must be in a position to handle that. Okay. So how to handle this means by using this var-args concept. Okay. That is the meaning this one. The variable arguments in Java implies that the creation of method that need to take a variable number of arguments. Okay. Arguments will be vary, and that vary of the arguments must be handled by using what, var-args. Okay. Now how to handle and how to work with the var-args, now we will see. So var-args, the short name is a variable arguments. Okay, var-arg means the variable arguments only, that is a short name. Now, so in Java, an argument of a method can be accept arbitrary number of values, and this argument can accept variable number of values is called var-args. Just now I explained the same example, so that's point it is talking. Next. So how to work with the var-args means the syntax, now we will see. So internally, the var-args method is implemented using a single dimensional array. Okay. Hence, the var-args method can be differentiate arguments by using index. Okay. So here, the var-args is nothing but it is a single dimensional array only. Okay. But the representation and the syntax is a little different. But internally, the var-args are implemented by using in one dimensional array only. Variable length argument is specified by the 3 period or 3 dots. Okay. So here the 3 period marks, the var-args, how to represent this var-args means by using 3 period marks or 3 dots. So suppose if you take an example, here this is syntax, means suppose I have a method like a public, a static, void, a function. Right now, here we are talking about only arguments. Okay, so this is the same, just like normal method. We will mention what access modifier and access specifiers, return type, and function name. But only the difference is what, here we are talking about arguments. Arguments means here this part. Okay, so here only it will change. So this variable number of arguments will be denoted by using what, 3 period marks, means after mention your data type, we need to mention 3 period marks. Okay, exactly 3 period marks, not less than 3, not more than 3. So exactly 3 period marks we need to mention. So here I mentioned 3 period marks, and after that the variable name we need to denote. Means internally, if you write like this, internally it is denoted like this only. Means it is a single dimensional array, and this is also this var-args also internally represented by using single dimensional array only. Okay, so that is the reason. That is the reason here how your arguments will be differentiated, means by using index. In one dimensional array we are differentiating all your values by using index. Now same the way here in var-args also we will differentiate by using index only. Okay, now we'll see. So suppose what if happens if you are using without var-args. Suppose take an example. Here I have a method sum number, and here I have a method a sum number. So here this sum number is accepting two arguments, and this sum number is accepting three arguments. Now whenever you require this sum number, so suppose if you are passing the two values, means the two arguments you are passing, so this method will be a trigger, and here you are passing three arguments, 1 2 3, three arguments you are passing, so the second method will be a trigger. Here whenever you are calling different methods, means by using the different arguments you are differentiating the methods. So if you are calling the methods like with the two arguments, it will call the first method. If you are calling the method with the three arguments, it is calling second method. What if I want call, suppose object dot sum number like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Here this program is a failing. Okay, here it will perform operation by using the two arguments, and also it will perform the operation by using three arguments. But what if I pass the four arguments? In such cases there is no such type of method here. In such cases your program will be failed. Okay, now I want to rectify this problem, so by using var-args. Okay, so how to handle this problem? Okay, here we are using what a method overloading only. Now I want to rectify this problem by using var-args. Now without var-args, now using var-args. Now if you observe this program, here I denoted only one method. If you observe, I denoted only one method. Okay, in previous one we have what, two methods. In previous one you can see the two methods. This is the first method and it's the second method. Now here I have only one method. Okay, the method name is a sum number. Now if you observe this sum number method, and here I denoted with var-args. So only one argument I am taking, that is what, args. Okay, now here the method name is a sum number. I want to call a sum number here. I am passing the two arguments here. I am passing two arguments and I am calling sum number, and I am holding the result in sum2. Okay, so here it is a printing sum2, and I am passing here three arguments I am passing, and I am holding sum3, and it will perform operation. And here I am passing the four arguments, and it will perform sum4. It will print. So if you are passing the 5 arguments also it will work. If you are passing 6 arguments also it will work. If you are passing 1000 arguments also it will work. And if you are passing 0 arguments also it will work. Okay. If you are passing any number of arguments including 0 number of arguments, your method will be work. Okay. No need to change the method or no need to overload the method. Okay. So that is a concept of using the var-args. Okay. Variable arguments. Okay, the same point I will explain. Now here, as I mentioned, here you are using 3 period marks. 3 period marks in the sense internally it will be represented by using the single dimensional array, 1D array. 1D array. Now how we will differentiate in 1D array means the value will be differentiated by using index. Now here I am using index. So here, as we know that for all collection concept, arrays concept, we can use a for each loop. So here I am using the for each loop. Okay. So args is integer type, and I am holding in one variable, and I am performing some operation and printing the result. Okay. The same program I will explain the programmatically now. So here I want to perform the addition operation, and I want to define a method. So take a method public int, and I will take we'll take here the different method name get sum or get sum, and after that we need to declare a var-args by using 3 period marks we need to define, and after that any variable name you can define. So here I am taking A. So A is a variable name. So as I mentioned here we are using a 3 period marks, that is a var-args, means var-args internally represented by using 1D array. Okay, so here I will take a for loop, and the for loop I will define like here I will take V is a variable value and A I will hold. A is a array here. Okay, A is a array here, var-args variable name, that is I mentioned here, and here A is a integer type and V must be integer only. Okay, and here I want to perform some operation, so here I will take a variable sum, initial I will initialize with a 0, and simply I want to perform sum now, so use sum equals to sum plus V. V is a variable, that final result we hold it in V. Now the final outcome of this program is what? Sum only. Now here you mentioned a return type is a integer, so compulsory you need to return the value at the end. So as I mentioned, the return keyword must be last statement only. Here I will return the sum value, means it will perform some operation and at the end it will return the result, and that result is a sum only. Now here I will call the method, and wherever you required and whenever you required the call your method. So to call the method and here I am not using any static keyword. If you are not using static keyword, means it is an instance variable, so compulsory object creation is required, or else you can use a static keyword so that directly you can access inside a main method. Okay, so here I am using the static keyword, so directly I am calling get sum, and if you are passing 0 arguments guys, now I am not passing anything, 0 arguments you are passing, and I will hold in result 1 I will print the same result, system.out.println res1. Now you can see it will print value is a 0. Okay, so here result, this is the first result, 0 arguments you are passing, and I am passing the result 2. If you want you can pass 1 argument, 10 only I am passing, res1 print, okay, make sure it must be 2. Now it will print only a 10. See here result 1 is 0 and result 1 is a 10. Likewise you can increase your number of arguments. Here I will pass 20 2 arguments and I am passing 3 arguments. Okay, so let's take the result 3. Here I am passing 3 arguments. Here I forgot to change this variable name res, and it will print a 60. So likewise you can increase, you can pass any number of arguments. Okay, let's take I will remove this part. So I will pass the multiple arguments like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So here I am passing the multiple arguments I passed here. So even though your method will be work. Okay, no need to change the method and it will print the result the 550. Okay, so a method can have var-args with other normal arguments. Okay, so we can also mix with the var-args with the normal arguments too, but one should ensure that there exists only one args parameter that should be written the last parameter list. Okay, so here you can mix var-args with the normal arguments also, but if you mix with the var-args with the normal arguments, that var-args must be last statement only. By mistake, if you write the first or if you write any area, so it leads a compile time error. Okay, so that point I'll explain. Now you can see here, so whenever you are mixing with the var-args with the normal arguments, so this is a valid only. So here the normal arguments, this is a normal argument and this is a normal arguments, and this is a var-args, and the var-args must be last only, and that must be only one var-args we need to take. Only one var-args we need to take. If you are taking the multiple var-args and it leads a compile time error. Okay. So compulsory usage of var-args must be only one in a method, and that must be last statement only. If you mix with normal arguments with var-args, that must be the last, means var-args must be last. And one more very important point, the three dots means this var-args concept internally implemented by using 1D array. Okay, as I mentioned, all variable inside var-args are differentiated by using index. So it is represented using 1D array, means wherever 1D array is there, that can be replaced with var-args, no problem. Okay, now means the best example. So as we know that the main method, so public static void main, and here you can observe the string array args, means here the string array means only one square bracket you are using, means this is a 1D array only, this is a 1D array. Now this 1D array I want to replace with var-args. So this is the possible. So public static void main. So this is a very regular main method we'll use, and you can interchange this. You can interchange this 1D array with 3 period marks. This is also valid. Okay. So don't think it is invalid. This is also valid. Okay. So finally means var-args means wherever 1D array is using, that you can replace with, wherever 1D array is there, that you can replace with var-args. Okay. So that's about the var-args concept. So thank you.